In the quiet town of London, Texas, in 1936, a remarkable artifact emerged that would puzzle archaeologists and geologists alike for decades. While out on a walk, two amateur fossil hunters, Max Hahn and his wife, stumbled upon a peculiar object lodged deep inside a rock concretion. As they carefully chipped away at the stone, a nearly complete hammer appeared. Its wooden handle remarkably preserved, and its iron head unmistakably crafted by human hands. What made the find extraordinary wasn't just the tool itself, but the rock encasing it. The surrounding rock was identified as a type of concretion, a hardened formation typically millions of years old. Scientific tests estimated its age to be around 100 million years, dating back to the Cretaceous Period, when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Could a human-made hammer really have existed alongside these prehistoric creatures? Or was there another explanation? The London hammer instantly challenged conventional timelines, sparking a debate that would intertwine science, history, and mystery. At first glance, the London hammer appears unmistakably familiar. A wooden-handled iron hammer, typical of tools used in the 19th century. Experts who examined it noted the handle showed clear wood grain, and the metal head was forged and shaped with a claw for removing nails. The tool was fully functional and stylistically consistent with a Victorian-era implement. Yet, how did it become trapped inside rock formations dated to the age of dinosaurs? Skeptics argue that the rock concretion could have formed around the hammer much more recently, possibly through rapid mineralization processes. Concretions form when mineral deposits harden around a nucleus, in this case, potentially the hammer itself. But geological studies claim the concretions surrounding rock originated from deep underground layers laid down millions of years ago. Some theorists propose natural explanations, that the rock age is mistaken, or the hammer became embedded in a naturally formed concretion more recently, creating the illusion of extreme antiquity. Others suggest human error, or even hoax. After all, an out-of-place artifact would certainly attract attention. But the hammer's craftsmanship and preservation resist easy dismissal. To understand the London hammer's mystery, we need to delve into the nature of concretions and geological dating. Concretions occur when mineral-rich water precipitates minerals like iron carbonate or calcite around a central object. These formations harden over time, sometimes encapsulating fossils or artifacts. Dating such concretions relies on analyzing the surrounding rock matrix, fossilized content, and mineral layers. The London hammer's concretion was identified as Cretaceous, a period spanning 145 to 66 million years ago, well before humans evolved. But scientists caution against assuming the hammer itself dates to this period. The concretion may have formed more recently around the hammer as mineral-laden water percolated through sediment layers. Radiometric dating techniques typically date volcanic ash or rock strata, not concretions themselves, complicating the picture. Furthermore, erosion, sediment disturbance, or human activities can move concretions from one geological layer to another. In fact, some geologists argue the hammer is a 19th century tool that became encased in a concretion, formed rapidly underground. This raises questions. How quickly can concretions form? Are the dating methods used sufficiently precise? Could a recent concretion be mistaken for an ancient one? While the science of concretions is well understood, applying it to this artifact is complicated by unusual circumstances. The idea of a hammer existing 100 million years ago directly contradicts the current understanding of human evolution. Modern humans, Homo sapiens, emerged only about 300,000 years ago. The first stone tools date back roughly 2.6 million years. During the Cretaceous period, Earth was ruled by dinosaurs. No mammals, let alone humans, walked the land. Therefore, if the London hammer is genuinely that old, it could rewrite history, suggesting unknown intelligent beings existed long before recorded time. Some alternative researchers speculate about lost ancient civilizations or visitors from another world who may have left traces beneath the earth. Mainstream science, however, remains highly skeptical. It attributes the hammer's presence to natural geological processes or even forgery. But the hammer itself is undeniably human-made, showing metalworking skills beyond primitive stone tool technology. The question lingers: how did this Victorian-looking tool become encased in such ancient rock? Over the decades, various analyses have been conducted on the London hammer. In the 1970s, researchers Carl Baugh and others popularized the artifact, claiming it was proof of advanced ancient technology. X-ray fluorescence, XRF testing, revealed the hammer's metal was primarily iron, with traces of other metals, consistent with Victorian-era metallurgy. Microscopic examination showed wood grain preserved in unusual detail, indicating rapid mineralization before decomposition. Some geologists propose the concretion formed in as little as a few thousand years, not millions. Yet other experts dismiss these claims, noting lack of rigorous scientific documentation and peer-reviewed studies. Skeptics point out the hammer was found by amateur collectors, not professional archaeologists, raising doubts about chain of custody and contamination. Moreover, natural concretions with unusual shapes sometimes resemble artifacts, fooling observers. Another issue is the precise dating of the concretion's rock. The geological strata around the discovery site contain layers of varying ages, complicating firm conclusions. No other similar artifacts have been found in the region or geological layers, isolating the London hammer as a one-off anomaly. The London hammer isn't alone in puzzling historians. It belongs to a category of so-called out-of-place artifacts, OOPArts, objects that appear to challenge accepted timelines. Other examples include the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient Greek device with astonishingly complex gearing predating known technology, the Ica stones, engraved with dinosaurs and advanced surgery, though authenticity is debated, the Koso artifact, a spark plug encased in a 500,000-year-old geode, stirring controversy. These artifacts raise questions about lost knowledge, ancient civilizations, or unexplained geological phenomena. Skeptics argue many OOPArts are misinterpretations, hoaxes, or misunderstood natural phenomena. Yet their stories captivate the imagination, challenging us to reconsider history's linear timeline. What makes the London hammer so compelling isn't just its mystery, it's what it symbolizes. In a world hungry for secrets, it embodies the tension between accepted knowledge and the allure of the unknown. It prompts us to ask, what if history is incomplete? What if humanity's origins are more complex? This fascination taps into cultural themes of lost civilizations, hidden knowledge, and forbidden histories. It also reminds us of the limits of science, the fallibility of human assumptions, and the power of narrative. The hammer story has appeared in documentaries, books, and internet forums, sparking debates, documentaries, and speculation. It has become a touchstone for alternative history enthusiasts, skeptics, and curious minds alike. While the story inspires wonder, science demands rigorous evidence. Geologists emphasize that concretions can form rapidly under certain conditions. Sediments move, minerals crystallize, and natural processes create illusions of extreme age. The hammer likely dates to the 19th century, consistent with its style and metallurgy. Its encasement in rock is likely a geological accident. Minerals hardened around the tool over decades or centuries. Scientists urge caution when confronting anomalies. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. The absence of similar artifacts or corroborating findings weakens the ancient hammer theory. Despite skepticism, the London hammer continues to fascinate. It reminds us that history holds unknown chapters. Maybe it's not proof of ancient humans alongside dinosaurs. Maybe it's a geological puzzle, an archaeological curiosity, or a cautionary tale about interpretation. But above all, it invites us to remain curious, to look deeper, question more, and embrace the unknown. Perhaps the hammer's true legacy lies in inspiring wonder rather than providing answers. Thanks for exploring the London hammer with JB Animated Mysteries. Do you believe it's a 100 million-year-old tool, or a Victorian hammer trapped in ancient rock? Share your thoughts below. If you love mysteries that blur the lines between science and legend, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to keep uncovering hidden stories. Until next time, stay curious.